In this lesson, you will learn the various constructs used in controlling the program flow. You may not find anything unfamiliar on this slide, except for the fall-through keyword. I will briefly discuss these constructs, emphasizing on what is different in Swift, as compared to other languages that you are familiar with. I shall now discuss the various variants of for loop. In this example, we use for in construct. We use the range operator to do 10 iterations. Inside the loop index is available to you in the index variable. In this example, the index variable is not used within the loop body. We ignore this by placing an underscore character in place of the variable name. In the for loop defined here, the variable called name takes the next value of element of array in each iteration of the loop. You had seen this example in module on arrays. Here, we decompose each element of dictionary into a tuple and later use those values in our program statements. In this example, we extract each character of the specified string into character variable and print it on the console. Last thing to mention is that the for loops in Swift do support the traditional syntax. Note that unlike other languages, it does not use parentheses around the for construct. The while and do-while loops in Swift follow the traditional syntax and behave the same way as you are aware of in other languages. The if-else, and if-else-if conditions follow the traditional syntax of other languages and do not need any special attention here. On the face of it, the switch construct seems to follow the traditional syntax of other languages. However, there are a few major points you must remember while using switch. In the above syntax, you might have noticed that there is no break statement. Each case breaks automatically after evaluating its enclosed statements. There is no fall through the next case. This also means that each case must have at least one executable statement defined in its body. Introducing a case for value 0 with no case body would generate a compile time error. You may use an explicit break statement anywhere in the body of the case statement to come out of the matched case. If you want the execution of case body to continue to the following case, use the fall-through statement. As typical, this does not check the case expression value with value 2 or value 3. The multiple values for a case are separated by comma. This is different from some other languages where you list multiple case statements one below the other with a common body for all those cases. This is a very interesting and useful variant of a switch construct. Here, each case uses a range operator. If the value of the body mass index lies in a particular range, the corresponding case body is executed. Note that each range specifies a range of floating point numbers. As I said earlier, each case body must contain at least one executable statement. A statement consisting of only a semicolon is not a valid executable statement. If you do not wish to execute anything in the body, simply add a break statement. Switch construct in Swift is exhaustive. If you do not define all the possible cases, you must include a default case. As I said, you may just add a break statement if you do not have any default executable action. Swift allows you to nest loops and switch statements inside other loops and switch statements to create complex control flow structures. Like other languages, create a labeled statement by adding a label in front of the statement. You may then use this label in a break statement to specify which loop or switch you want to terminate. You may also use the label on a continue statement to explicitly specify the loop the continue statement should affect. The use of labeled statements is same as the ones in other languages you may be familiar with. In this module, you learn several control flow statements. Most of these have similarities to the ones found in other languages. I pointed out the major differences in Swift. With this now we will move on to the next very important lesson, and that is learning functions. Hope you like this module. Over the past several years of iOS development, we have deployed many apps in the App Store. Like this course, many of these apps are free to download. Do visit the URL mentioned here to download and try out these apps. Thank you for supporting our development. Now, as you have completed this module, you will definitely like to look up other modules in this course. Do visit the above URL to get links to all other modules in this course.